This temple seems promising. Let's keep our eyes peeled for another Emblem Bracelet.
Ah! I found it! Look! It's the bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt.
Interesting. There's an unusual presence inside this one. Let's try the invocation. Awaken, Emblem of Bonds!
Chrom was in the middle of doing his.
I feel like I slept for quite a while.
Chrom was in the middle of doing his super from Warriors. That's what he was doing.
Guess I can't tease you for those long naps of yours anymore.
Hello?
Ah, sorry. We're just getting our bearings. Nice to meet you. I'm Chrom.
He's the leader of the Shepards. I'm Robin, his tactician.
Okay, so now I want dialogue between Soren, Robin, and what else? Lucina and Chrom. I want to see that.
If you're the one who awakened us, then you have my thanks.
Yes. I'm the Divine Dragon. So, you're two emblems in the same bracelet?
Right, but it's not that surprising. Robin and I are bound by ties stronger than fate.
What do you mean?
I swore an oath to Chrom when we lost his older sister, the Exalt Emerin. Neither of us was half the person she was, but together we became something more.
From then on, we supported each other through thick and thin, no matter the danger. My sister fought for a peaceful world. Together, Robin and I made that a reality.
That's a wonderful story. We're also fighting to make our world a peaceful one. Would the two of you be willing to put your efforts toward another happy ending?
Of course, we'd be honored.
Honored? But I haven't even told you what's happening.
I knew I could trust you the moment I looked into your eyes.
And that's how you know Chrom's the most trusting lord. Dude is like, you look evil, but you look like you're not truly against on the side. You want to join our side? It worked with Tharja. It happened with Henry, who was with Pelagia, so it's like, probably not on the best of sides. It happens with Yarn. When you try to recruit him. Cynthia also helps. It's quite ridiculous now I think about it.
Chrom follows his instincts. He trusted me right away too, even though I'd lost my memory.
Well, I appreciate the confidence.
Before we join you, though, I think we'll have to see for ourselves what you're made of.
Agreed. It takes strength and fortitude to win a fight. We should make sure you have both.
Don't worry, it's not a formal test. Just show us what you've got and trust it'll be enough.
I understand. Let's get started.
Okay, so my question is this. Are they going to, like, swap between the two in the battle? Or are they going to be two separate emblems that are on the field when this is happening? Okay, hold up. Let's look at the field. Okay, that's a destructible crystal, I suppose. And let me guess that... Okay, they are two separate emblems. Oh, they both have backup! He has Thoron and 11 sword. He has Rally Spectrum Plus. So, all allies within, two spectrums grab, a rally. The typical arts, yada yada yada. So yeah. It is just the, Awakening map with Valadar. Valadar. Whatever the guy's name is, I swear. Yeah, the impassable barrier. And I have to be careful of Chrom because he has Falchion. It kind of sucks he doesn't have his Exalted Falchion. Alright, so obviously for this battle, instead of... Ooh, I always thought like, hey, if he has Marth, but I actually am going to swap it out for Lucina this time.
Lucina!
Together.
And I will just equip Seal with like one of the millions of them. You know what? It's going to be funny. I'm going to equip him with Veronica.
Veronica.
I'll fight for you.
Because I kind of want to see where all this stuff goes. Alright, so who do we have for our units? Alright, you know, typical units, yada yada yada. It's just like, dang, they really are. They do need to put in the work. So, let's get this fight started, shall we?
No need to hesitate. Come at us with everything you've got.
Let's see how you handle our strategy.
That barrier is in our way. We'll have to figure out how to break through it.
Divine One, it looks like those crystals might be generating the barrier.
Let's try smashing one and see what happens.
Defeat emblems Chrom and Robin, and the same defeat conditions. Okay, so they got the recycled one. Alright, hold up. I might change this to... You know what? Yeah, here. I am going to do something real quick. So, I'm going to be playing with no music, but you guys should hear something about right about now, with the battle theme going on for Robin, Chrom, and all that, because I'm going to be playing the theme that shows up in the final battle for Robin, Chrom, and everyone else when they face off against Grima. That being the ID Purpose and ID Beginnings, I believe. And nothing happened.
The barrier is still standing.
It looks like we'll need to destroy all the crystals to get through.
So yeah, it's gonna be kind of like, for me, this is gonna be very quiet and very boring, but for you guys, it's probably be like, oh, like I love that theme because it's like one of my favorite themes in all of Fire Emblem.
I'm prepared.
Anyways, let's throw Lapis in here because she can't literally be touched. Let's see, oh, I didn't bring any axe users, but I do have a gold.
Ready for me?
Like, I actually do want to be gold there. I brought this up in the
Your
last
knight to
video, but
command.
like
And
looking
with
at like how Fire Emblem
any
Engage was like super
customers.
heavily censored.
I am ready to
It
serve.
kind of sucks
Let's
that
go.
like, oh yeah, the game was
Shall we
super
dance?
heavily censored, but they decided like, alright, yeah,
Me?
here.
Okay.
We're gonna like make really dumb edits to this while this game was going on, and it really ticks me off now that I think about it. It's like, alright then, why bring Thermal? Why not just let it? Why not just let everything go through, or just raise the age rating? Fire Emblem's not the game for everyone, so just raise the age rating for everyone on it. Oh, you have another Thor on this, so you can't touch me because I have like Thor has crap aim in this thing. Which always sucks that like electricity and dark magic have like the worst aim, unless you could cheat it to be amazing. Like I remember doing something stupid in Awakening because I had a cheat engine for it. So in Awakening, I used something that was like dumb. That I was like, okay, here, let's give everyone like enemy only skills like Luna Plus, or like for Versa. Hey yo, what?
What? The crystals reverted back.
Then we can't waste any time. We better attack them all before everyone's actions are finished.
And what? Do they gain more allies the longer the fight goes on? That sucks. Okay, so yeah, bow user. Ugh. Why do you have 11 sword? That's dumb. That is very dumb. Alright, what is it? Giga 11 sword, the shit! Used to attack with a magic sword. Okay, magic attack that uses physical. Okay. That's actually kind of dumb. That better stay his. Yes, charm, surprise attack. Alright, yeah. But yeah, no, that's kind of crap, what was I talking about? Yeah, no, oh, I know, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about, the really dumb thing, like, in Awakening, like, using, like, enemy only skills, like, to really make stuff broken or get character skills they didn't have. So let's give someone like Church, like, Gale Force or something, because you can't acquire that skill normally. So that way the characters can, like, you know, annihilate the game. Like, alright, all the future children have Gale Force, because technically they all can use it. Well, I say all of them can use it, but they really can't use it, if you know what I mean. So, let's see, attack the L Surge. So, like, Laurent, I believe is like, Laurent and Yarn are characters that cannot learn it no matter what. Because even Pan has a skill for Griffin Rider, which treats it like if it was Pegasus Knight, because Yarn cannot reclass into the Wyvern Rider class for some reason. Even like he actually can't. So anyways, we're gonna attack with. Let's just attack with a Silver Sword and take you out. Get out of here. Get the break. So that's what sucks for him. But like most of the other future children at least have the chance to get Gale Force. Like through some form or fashion, like if Robin's like the parent, like they can get it. But you can also make it to where like certain classes like Dark Knight can actually use dark magic now by giving Versa's personal skill Shadow Gift to them. So I'm like, ooh, that's neat. That's actually a pretty cool thing to do. Too bad they didn't do that like in the other games where you give it like full unique abilities and all that crap. But it's also broken in games like Fates, because like there's multiple skills like, oh yeah, here's something that does ridiculous things, like here, will half damage and you can't be hit with effective damage. Which I'm like, oh, like I throw down Corrin, so Corrin has no weakness and takes 1/4 of the damage he would usually take. Which is dumb and stupid with how broken that sounds. And I tend to not do that with a bunch of characters, and the game gets very boring. The only way I would do that is with, again, Awakening, because Awakening cheats with Lunatic Plus. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cheat back. So anyways, let's get Veil. And Veil should do enough damage.
Allow me.
Yeah. Good lord. Magic Dagger just sending that man reeling back from all the damage. We got Steel Ball out of that, you know. Oh, that's probably on the floor, actually. But I think we should be doing good. Bond Fragments. Good. Like again, I'm playing with no music, so this becomes very boring for me.
I am sorry.
But it's probably going to be better for you guys all, because I'm like, you know what? Let's actually get cool music in here. Because I'm like, I don't want to hear this recycled music. Like, I like the Awakening theme, but I was like, come on, it's recycled. You could have not given us, like, some of the more dangerous themes, I suppose. Like, why not the one where you fight off the Risen? Like, oh, hey, here's another enemy track for the Risen. And when you fight, like, the Corrupted or something. Or here's another track for when you do something else. Like, I'm thinking off, like, the top of that. How about the track where you fight a boss? Like, here's that. Divine Decree. What else? What's another track from the game? The Wall Heart theme. The one where you fight the bosses. Like that. Like, maybe I'll put it if I remember it. It's like, I always remember his Wall Heart theme, because I find Wall Heart infinitely more intimidating than Gangrel. Like, Gangrel is like, he's intimidating for the fact that he's a psychopath that has, like, no restraint. He's like, yeah, let me do this. And then they ruin his character. Let me refute that. They don't ruin his character, they try to make him more sympathetic. But the problem with trying to make him more sympathetic is that he's a vicious a-hole who is actually the most difficult of, like, the spot pass characters to recruit. Like, you have to talk to him 3 times with Chrom, and the thing is, he will try to attack you, and they can retaliate and kill him. So it's like, oh yeah, let's do that. Make him, like, incredibly difficult to recruit. But again, like, they make him somewhat redeemable, and I do mean somewhat. Oh, good lord.
Their formation's disrupted. Is it time, Robin?
Definitely. Let's move on to the next phase of the plan.
The area is flooded. Is their plan to block our progress?
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm like, now I'm actually kind of annoyed. That's water though. Ugh. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're hiding from you guys. You guys want to be annoying. But, yeah, going back to Gangrel. Like, again, giant a-hole, what he wants to do is like when you try to recruit him and you actually, he's like, oh yeah, I was actually going to use the power of the Fire Emblem, unite everyone by force, and make them all listen to me. He even admits, like, Yes, it wasn't the greatest plan, but it was gonna do something.
I'll go
Basically,
first.
it's Walhart's plan, except Walhart is gonna use force, but seems like a bit more respectable because, like, I will let you fight and live. Whereas Gangrel seems like if he's ticked off that day, he'll probably just kill you for shits and giggles.
Here we go.
1, 2.
Don't waste my
Yeah, like I
time.
said, but yeah, that seems like something Gangrel will do. It's like, oh, I'm ticked off at you. Soldier 52, you died today. And that, it could be just he's like in a bad mood. It literally could just be that. And like, oh, well, guess I'll die, essentially. That's what it boils down to. It's like, alright, yeah, I'm in a bad mood. Let's see. Alright, that guy's in a pillar, but that should not, like, boost the mood. Anyways, though, yeah, Gango, annoying. And he only has he technically only has 3 supports. Robin, male Robin, female Robin, and, male Morgan. Yeah, because Morgan can actually, you can marry him, and he actually does get better. Because in his normal ending, he just dies alone in a gutter. Which I'm like, yeah, that's fitting for him, because he's such an a-hole. But, the other ending where he supports with female Robin is kind of like, you know, the generic ending because they did not bother changing endings and all that for this game. His generic ending is like, oh, you know, she loved him beyond all else, yada yada yada. He's actually a somewhat decent father to Morgan, even if he is kind of like joking around a lot. What else? What's another thing? He's not the worst father, though. I said this in my tier list when I was, like, ranking the characters as characters and all that for Fire Emblem Awakening. And by far, like, the worst father is definitely the localized version of Walhart. Walhart, the localized version, is the absolute worst father because he is basically old school Kratos to Morgan. Like old school, when I say old school Kratos, I'm talking about the violent psychopath version from like midway through 2 to 3. That version of Kratos, the one who was like very bloodthirsty.
Allow me.
Not the one who's a good father. No. Again, like the one that's kind of a psychopath. Like you're not supposed to sympathize with this guy anymore. Beforehand, you could sympathize with him, but now it's like, no, you kind of taking it too far here, man. Like the breaking point, you know, the Poseidon's princess. That scene was kind of like, not that good. But yeah, he is abusive, and he is more than willing to like just like flay, freaking Morgan alive, essentially. If he basically fails, like he basically has that old school Spartan training. He's like horrible and all that. But what else? It's other than that, yeah, he's like very terrible. He basically has the same plan. Like I'm going to unite everyone under the world of Walhart through strength, and we're going to defeat Grima that way through strength. Even though he still would have lost because he wouldn't be able to get the Fire Emblem to work. But it was like the most unique plan. You have Meteor, and I'm not that worried, but just out of range.
I'm okay.
Anyways, we're gonna attack. Otherwise, it's like pretty well. I do like Awakening a lot. I feel like Aversa, a different dimension Yanfei, or a different timeline. Yanfei gets like some of the best because Aversa, it's revealed that after you defeat her, she basically like wanders to this pool to basically like reflect on who she is as a person. And in that, she figures out that she was mind controlled and messed with by Valadar into thinking that she was his daughter, when she turned killed her real parents, and what else? Mind controlled her to be like his quote unquote daughter. And she, I believe, almost has a breakdown because of it, if I remember correctly. Like, she almost actually does have a breakdown. She's like, oh crap, what have I done? I used to be normal. But, again, she only has 3 supports. Robin, female Robin, and Morgan. And it's like a competition between her and female Robin to be a what was it? To be like Chrom's right hand woman, with them just eventually just kind of like working together, even though they kind of still dislike each other. But they're like, all right, we can still work together, but it doesn't mean we have to like it. Alright, so we should be good now. Alright, so let's break this. But yeah, that's like some of that. She actually gets, you know, typical like quotes with Morgan because they didn't change the dialogue. Which sucks now that I think about it. Like a lot of the characters got unique dialogue for the DLC when they met their like future children. But because like Robin can marry anyone, they just didn't do it. They get the special support with their parent.
We destroyed all the crystals. The barrier's down. Hurry, let's advance on the emblems.
But going on like what I was talking about, Robin gets like the special support with Morgan, both of them. But they get longer ones with the opposite gendered one. So male Robin will have a longer conversation with female Morgan than he will with male Morgan. And he will have a female Robin will have a longer conversation with male Morgan than female Morgan. So it basically just sends them away immediately. But they don't do that with the parents of them, which kind of sucks. Like, oh, okay, let's get one for Aversa to give her, like, more of the motherly instinct. She does get basically a pseudo-support conversation with Gangro in, like, the Hot Springs DLC of all things. Okay, that does, like, literally nothing, but, like, somewhat of a pseudo-support conversation. What else? Walhart actually gets one with Priam, who's supposed to be... I'm about to say, are those actually wolves? Or are those like wolves? No, they're full on, like, what the f is this? What is this? A wolf risen? That is awesome. Like, it's dumb, but it's awesome. Look at this. I want this as a unit. Where's my Cogwell or my Lagoons as this? It's amazing. Alright, but for real though, let's see. We get... yeah, Walhart has one with Priam who... It's not known if Ike ever had kids. It's like speculated that Ike out of all the lords is like the one who doesn't care about romance the most. But if he did, it's most likely hinted towards Soren because of the sheer like level of dedication Soren has to Ike. I don't care particularly like either way. I do know like shippers pair him a lot with either Soren or Leaf.
Grace?
I believe is how her name is pronounced. Leaf. The cat Lagoose from Tellius. And again, like Soren is another one. But again, like I don't really care. Shippers be how shippers do. Oh, he's using now the Spectrum. That's why I was like, what is he doing? But he's like boosting all their stats, so that way when they come in, they can screw us over. But they're not going to be able to because of how powerful we are. Because you know, I did this super late game because that's on me. It's funny that the water doesn't slow you down. Now that I think about it. Like it does literally nothing. What do you have though? You have an elixir. Are these supposed to be like the Togwell? Like. But shouldn't there only be two of them then? Like, there should only be Pan and Yarn. And I guess, like, by extension, you can say, who else? You can say by extension, Morgan.
I'm not afraid anymore.
You know, I'm surprised there's like no, apparently, from what I heard, there's no dialogue with Anna or Tiki. Granted, though, this is a different Tiki than the one they know. So it's like the Tiki they know is big, voluptuous, and older. While this Tiki is the one from Shadow Dragon or Mystery of the Emblem, whichever one I can't remember off the top of my head. But so I'm surprised though. It's like, oh wait, Tiki. Oh wait, you're not the Tiki we know. And Tiki's like, wait, you know me in the future? And it's like, how? Like stuff like that. Like just fun little dialogue, stuff like that. I want more of that than some of the other stuff we get. But hey, you know me, and some of the stuff I like to have a lot of stuff in my game. Like, come on, like, do a little fun extra stuff. Like, have Robin have a conversation with Soren. Like, oh, who's the better tactician? With Soren getting, like, majorly bent out of shape because, like, Robin can defeat him or something. But then in the end, that's, like, more of a Heroes thing than anything else. Like, I would expect that out of, like, the new Legendary Robin that just dropped for us in Heroes, but is probably not someone who I'm gonna pull because they also just did the spring hero banners, and I haven't. The only new unit I pulled from there is Ash. Anyway, let's attack. Hey, what? Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing this, like, you know, protect you, protect me, that kind of stuff. That's annoying. Get out of here with that crap. And Klon is back at max level. Train in 10 times gravity, Klon. You'll be unstoppable. Let's get this in the way.
Here we go.
Hey, do it, Nope.
Come again.
Okay, so we got that. And I'm not going to dance for these, but I will do this. You can get these hands! Alright, so we have Divine Dragon Fist. So I do more damage, but they double me, but it doesn't really matter.
A noble
Because,
sacrifice.
you know, I do everything. You know, if I had to guess, these wolves have like the same animation as like the wolves that Marin's riding on. Like that wolf, like he's like they have like the same animation, like, oh, let me do the screw attack, like, and all that. We'll send this back to the convoy. Oh hey, they reached max spawn level. Neat. Okay, buffs. Again, I'm not worried. Like with the previous one, we're on normal too, so again, I'll probably do a playthrough. Well, I won't do it. Like, I'm gonna do one on hard. That just won't be shown like on screen unless I stream it, I guess. Like, oh, let me grind levels with something dumb like that. Okay, so here's the thing. Alright. We need to take out you because you are going to be an annoyance. Yeah.
The strength of the stewards.
Yeah, like, that character would be an annoying thing to deal with. We'll have Gold Mary attack this guy with the spear. Wow. Wow. How much avoid? They use 30 avoid? What the frick? Whatever. Magic doesn't care about your avoid. Oh, come on. Screw you. Alright, so I'm really banking on...
Allow me.
Yeah, I was banking
I
on
see you
that.
handled it.
I really was. Alright, so let's get a Lyra and just absolutely annihilate here with, you know, our sword and all that, because Lord. Well, let's go with Liberation because we definitely get the kill, but you don't have to worry about it.
I can tell by your form that you're no stranger to battle. You know what you're doing.
I've learned a lot along the way, but I still have a goal to achieve.
You've got as much determination as Robin does. I can see it in your eyes. Now, let's get started. I'm ready when you are.
Father, I never expected to see you in this world too.
Lucina! I wasn't expecting to see you either. We've got a lot of catching up to do, but let's save it until after the battle.
Of course. It has been a long time since we sparred. Let's both try not to break anything.
Let's not try to break it. Ugh!
I had to stop you.
Alright, so good. Alright, so here, I have to be careful with this, because who knows what these two characters will pull out of their butt? Because they're dual emblems. It's like, if you get, here's the thing, if we do get two of them, which is like cool, I would like if we got two, like here's one for Chrom and here's one for Robin. I would love that. Like, yay, here we get two. One.
To be defeated.
Two. Okay, so again, you have to defeat both of them, but Robin's right there with this freaking Thoron and Levin sword. His Thoron's different, though. Good lord, what is that hit rate? Anyways, though, let's get these kills in. Nice. Bye-bye.
I just want to live in peace.
I'm actually not, like I said, I'm not worried. And that's the convoy. We don't get the kill here. I'm actually surprised. Look at that. That looks horrifying. But they have draconic attack, so. Attack.
I won, my princess.
I need to give her canter. So that way she could just move away. And not, like, if she inflicts hobble, like, okay, well, they can't change her, chase her, so here.
I'm curious to see what you've got. Show me the leader we're joining forces with.
Happy to, Emblem Robin. Our strategies may not impress a tactician like you, but the bonds among my allies are strong.
I think Chrom was right. You do seem worthy of our trust.
Robin, you came along with Father, I see.
That's right. I never left Chrom's side.
I feel a bit self-conscious fighting my father's other half, but I will do the best I can.
I understand how you feel, but don't hold anything back.
Obvious joke is obvious if I put it in there on what it would be. When it said, it's a bit weird fighting my father's other half, so if I put it in there, I did. If I didn't, oh well. But you'll know about it. Alright, time for easy clap now. Because I am, like I said, not worried at all about this. So let's get this going.
I'll go first.
Dual assist.
You're good.
What? 8% hit! And I still somehow got hit? Okay, so this is me just kind of like complaining at this point.
Setback?
But you know what I want? I want them to give us the DLC classes too. Like, give us classes like, do us something like Fates. Give us something like Robin's, like, Grand Master class. Give us something like that. I will love this game even more. Well, besides, like, obvious, like, censorship issues aside. All for one. Let's see. How much does this do? Oh, really? Oh, boo. Okay, so it's, like, ones that can get into, like, attack range, right? So... I kind of want to see how All for One will work with this. Let's see. Beep beep. All for One. Liberation. It's still only 2. That's what sucks. So I might as well not use it. I might as well just, you know, go in for the kill. Let's see. Parallel Falchion. Like, Liberation does more, especially like the killing edge, so let's go with that.
Need help?
Figured
Get out of here.
My plan?
Well, that sucks. I always will probably consider Robin to be like the strongest protagonist or main character, but anyways. Anyways, everyone, you know the rules, so do I. I'll catch you all later.
Well, I think that settles it. I've got my answer. How about you, Chrom?
Yes, indeed. We saw a tremendous display of strength and resolve. You are both bold in your actions and sincere in your beliefs. I'm impressed.
So you'll join us?
Sorry for the trouble, but I wanted to be sure. Yes, we'll help you.
Let's join forces and usher this world toward an era of peace.
Thank you, Emblem Chrom. Emblem Robin. With you on our side, I've got more hope for our world than ever.
Hope, yes. That's the key to your peaceful world right there.
And it's up to us to spread that hope so the world doesn't fall to despair. I think it's very important to breathe life into that goal by speaking it aloud.
Well said. If our goal is to bring hope to the world, we can't be half-hearted about it. There have been times in my life when I've been close to despair. In those moments, it was only thanks to Robin and our friends that I didn't give up. Even when I was destined to die, we conquered fate by trusting and inspiring each other.
That's right. And so long as you hold on to hope, you'll be capable of the same.
I understand. I'll take those words to heart.
That's the spirit. We look forward to joining you in the battles to come.
Father! Robin! It's been too long.
Lucina, I'm so happy to see you again.
You look well. And you've become an emblem just like us. Incredible. Chrom does almost nothing but worry about you. It's a little tiresome, if I'm honest.
We're going to discuss that in front of her.
You really worry that much?
Of course I do. I'm your father. But now that we're together again, finally rest easy.
It does feel as if a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Now we can fight side by side again, like we did in Elise.
Nothing would make me happier.
Together, we'll make this world a better place.
Together.